PlayStation.
Welcome everyone to Ames, Iowa, home of Iowa State, and these Cyclones have been looking to gather strength all morning long. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cyclones will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Jayhawks offense will start this game off. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy that can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Cyclones! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Snagged in the middle, it's Moss.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The expressway is wide open.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Snap in the shotgun. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he makes the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
On second down, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Lockett.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Fires to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Now 2nd and 10. On the move, it's Zimmerman. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play and be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Running for it on 4th down. And the Jayhawks are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
The Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the middle. He caught it! They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Quickly to the tight end. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Forced out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under. And the Jayhawks will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The offense set for a 1st down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lockett. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into...
He's going for a big play downfield. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Pittsburgh. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
The Cyclones line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand.
And he's running in the open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Leaves it with the back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Jayhawks want to move quickly. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Ames. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
And the Jayhawks will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
And the Cyclones headed quickly to the line. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got it behind the line. It's Zimmerman. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Cyclones send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They're trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Caught over the middle. It's Moss. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
He's brought down at the 36-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off play action. Looking for space to the left. Gets it out quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more...
He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss. The Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. downfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
43. Number 18, on to kick it away.
That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little...
Just plowing ahead. And he's still running after the move. Got a lot of running room. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
He's taken down at the 2-yard line. Brings up 2nd.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State! Before that score, considering last rights, now all of a sudden, oh, and they blocked it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop. And that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Off the play fake. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. They want that clock to run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Tackle is made.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
A strike downfield. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. It's complete to the right. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And as they come to the line, they have the lead and they have the clock on their side. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Grabbed behind the line, it's Barry. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kansas. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Kansas State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
It's second down.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking to throw on second down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up third and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage, great job reading the QB's eyes, so there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Pressure. Lost one deep down the right side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking for the score. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.